be surprised that she won't be shocked when she's pressed the star after she's pressed so long. And there's verse and chapter sat in her inbox, and all that it says is that you've drank a lot. And you should bear that in mind tonight, bear that in mind, yeah, you should bear that in mind tonight, bear that, and you can pour your heart out, but a reason it will block. Oh, will you send her after 9 o'clock? Anticipation has a habit to set you up for disappointment in evening entertainment. But tonight there'll be some love. Oh, tonight there'll be a ruckus, yeah, regardless of what's gone before. And she won't be surprised, and she won't be shocked when she's pressed the star after she's pressed the lock. And there's verse and chapter sat in her inbox, and all that it says is that you've drank a lot. And you should bear that in mind tonight, bear that in mind, yeah, you should bear that in mind tonight, bear that, and you can pour your heart out around 3 o'clock when the 2 for 1's and done the writer's block. Stop making the eyes at me, I'll stop making the eyes at you. What it is that surprises me is that I don't really want you to. When your shoulders are frozen, oh, but you're an explosion. Your name isn't real, but I don't care for sand and lights in the fuse. My results in a bang, but a bango. I bet that you look good on the dance floor. I don't know if you're looking for romance, or I don't know what you're looking for. I said I bet that you look good on the dance floor, dancing to electro pop like a robot from 1984. Well, from 1984. I wish you'd stop ignoring me because it's sending me to despair. Without sound, yeah, you're calling me, and I don't think it's very fair that your shoulders are frozen. Oh, but you're an explosion. Your name isn't real, but I don't care for sound. The lights in the fuse might result in a bang, 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 oh. I bet that you look good on the dance floor. I don't know if you're looking for romance, or I don't know what you're looking for. I said I bet that you look good on the dance floor, dancing to electro pop like a robot from 1984. guitar sit up and you don't look the same. Well, I have seen you since last year, yeah, surprisingly you have forgotten my name, but you know it. Yeah, you knew it all along. Oh, when you say you have forgotten, but you're fibbing, oh, tell me I'm wrong. So what do you know? Oh, you know nothing. Yeah, but I still take you home. Oh, yeah, I still take you home. So what do you know? Oh, you don't know nothing, no. Up rolls a riot van and sparks excitement in the boys. But the policemen look annoyed. Perhaps these are ones they should avoid. Got a chase last night from men with truncheons dressed in hats. They didn't do that much wrong, still ran away though for the laugh, just for the laugh. And please just stop talking, 'cause they won't find us if you do. Oh, those silly boys in blue, well, they won't catch me and you. Have you been drinking, son? You don't look old enough to me. I'm sorry, officer, is there a certain age you're supposed to be? 'Cause nobody told me. And up rolls the riot van and these lads just wind the coppers up. They ask why they don't catch proper crooks. They get their address and their names took, but they couldn't care less. Thrown in the riot van, all the coppers kicked him in, and there was no way he could win. Just had to take it on the chin. Frown and it's like looking down the barrel of a gun and it goes off. And how come all these words? Oh, there's a very pleasant side to you, a side I much prefer. It's one that's laughs and jokes around. Remember cuddles in the kitchen, yeah, to get things off the ground. And it was up, up and away. Oh, but it's really hard to remember that on a day like today, when you're all argumentative and and you've got the face on. Now the money boom, oh I'm in trouble again, aren't I? I thought as much, cause you turned over there and pulling that silent disappointment face, the one that I can't bear. Well, can't we just laugh and joke around? Remember cuddles in the kitchen, yeah, to get things off the ground. And it was up, up and away. Oh, but it's really hard to remember that on a day like today, when you're all argumentative and you've got the face on. And yeah, I'm sorry I was late, but I missed the train and then the traffic was a state, and I can't be asked to carry on in this debate that reoccurs. Or when you say I don't care, but of course I do, yeah, I clearly do. Cuddles in the kitchen, yeah, to get things off the ground. And it was up, up and away. Oh, but it's really hard to remember that on a day like today, when you're all argumentative and you've got the face on. I said, who's that girl there? I wonder what went wrong so that she had to roam the streets. She doesn't do major credit cards, I doubt she does receipts. It's all not quite legitimate. And what a scummy man. Just give him half a chance, I bet he'll rob you if he can. Can see it in his eyes, yeah, that he's got a driving ban amongst some other offences. And I've seen him with girls of the night, and he told Roxanne to put on her red light. They're all infected, but he'll be alright, cause he's a scumbag, don't you know? I said he's a scumbag, don't you know? Avert your eyes and staring at the ground. She makes a subtle proposition. I'm sorry, love, I'll have to turn you down. Oh, we must be up to summer. What are the chances? Sure, it's more than likely. I've got a feeling in my stomach. I start to wonder what his story might be. What his story might be. Yeah, cause they said it changes when the sun goes down. Yeah, they said it changes when the sun goes down. And they said it changes when the sun goes down. Around here, oh. Look, here comes the portmanteau. Isn't he Mr. Inconspicuous? And he don't even have to say oh. She's in a stance ready to get picked up. Bet she's delighted when she sees him, pulling in and giving her the eye, because she must be fucking freezing, scantily clad beneath the clear night sky. It does stop in the winter now, and they said it changes when the sun goes down. Yeah, they said it changes when the sun goes down. And they said it changes when the sun goes down. Around here, they said it changes when the sun goes down. Over the river going out to town. And they said it changes when the sun goes down. Around here, oh. And what a scummy man. Just give him half a chance, I bet he'll rob you if he can. Can see it in his eyes, yeah, that he's got a nasty plan. I hope you're not involved at all. But last night these two bouncers and one of them's alright, the other one's a scary, and his way or no way, totalitarian. He's got no time for you, looking or breathing how he don't want you to. So step out the queue, he makes examples of you, and there's no you can say. Behind the go through to the bit where you pay, and you realise then that it's finally the time to walk back past 10,000 eyes in a line, and you can swap jumpers and make another move. Instilled in your brain you've got something to prove to all the smirking faces and the boys in black. Why can't they be pleasant? Why can't they have a laugh? He's got his hand in your chest, he wants to give you a dub. Well, secretly I think he wants you all to kick off. They want arms flying everywhere and balls as well. It's just something to talk about, a story to tell ya. Well, I'm so glad they tell us all, we don't put it down to fate. I said 1,000 million things that I could never say this morning. Got too deep, but how deep is too deep? Well, this town's a different town today. So this town's a different town to what it was last night. You couldn't have done that on a Sunday. And that girl's a different girl today. So that girl's a different girl to where you kissed last night. You couldn't have done that on a Sunday. Of course not. Well, so let me tell us all, we don't put it down to fate. I thought 1,000 million things that I could never think this morning. Got too deep, but how deep is too deep? Last night, what we talked about, it made so much sense. But now the haze has ascended, it don't make no sense anymore. So last night, what we talked about, it made so much sense. But now the haze has ascended, it don't make no sense anymore. Oh.
Don't get emotional, that ain't like you. Yesterday's still leaking through the roof, but that's nothing new. I know I promised this is what I wouldn't do, but somehow giving it the old romantic fool seems to better suit the mood. So if you wanna walk me to the car, you ought to know I'll have a heavy heart. So can we please be absolutely sure that there's a Mirrorball? You're getting cynical and that won't do. I'd throw the rose tint back on the exploded view. if I were you. And how's that insatiable appetite for the moment when you look them in the eye and say, baby, it's been nice. So do you wanna walk me to the car? I'm sure to have a heavy heart. So can we please be absolutely sure that there's a Mirrorball for me? Oh, there'd better be a Mirrorball for me.
Some want to kiss, some want to kick you. There's nothing that you couldn't slip through. Or at least that's the impression I get. Cause you're smooth and you're wet and she's not aware yet, but she's yours. She'll be saying use me, show me the jacuzzi. I imagine that it's there on a plate. You're our rendezvous rate, means that you'll never be frightened to make them wait for a while. I doubt it's your style not to get what you set out to acquire. The eyes are on fire, you are the unforecasted storm.
softly, stranger, move over toward the danger that you seek. You think excitement has receded, then the mirror distracts. The logic of the trance quickly reaches and grasps. Handsome and faceless and weightless, your imagination roams. And now it's no one's fault but yours. At the foot of the house of cards, you thought you'd never get obsessed. You thought the wolves would be impressed. And you're a sinking stone. But you know what it's like to hold the jeweler's hands. That procession of pioneers, all drowned. In the moonlight they're more thrilling, those things that he knows, as he leads you through the grinning bubble blowers in the snow. Watching his exit was like falling off the ferry in the night. The inevitables gather to push you around. Any other voice makes such a punishing sound. He became laughter's assassin shortly after he showed you what it was. And now it's no one's fault but yours. At the foot of the house of cards, you thought you'd never city that never wakes up, blinded by nostalgia. Who wants to sleep in a city that never wakes up?
She was enraged by the way that the emperors were trapped in the cage, and the days she deemed dull, leading to nights reading beer bottles. You're such a fugitive, but you don't know what you're running from. You can't kid us and you couldn't trick anyone. Houdini, love, you don't know what you're running away from.
Who wants to sleep in a city that never wakes up, blinded by nostalgia? Who wants to sleep in a city that never wakes up?
You're at a loss just because it wasn't all that you thought it was. You are a fugitive, but you don't know what you're running away from. She said, I want to sleep in a city that never wakes up and revel in nostalgia. I know I said who wants to sleep in a city that never wakes up, but Dorothy was right though.
Jet skis on the Moat, they shot it all in cinema scope, as though it's the last time you're gonna ride. Showstoppers Anonymous, come over here and give your buddy a hug. So much for deciding not to let it slide. Is there something on your mind? Or are you just happy to sit there and watch while the paint job dries? And when it's over, you're supposed to know. Lights out in the Wonder Park, your sawtooth lover boy was quick off the mark. That's long enough in the sunshine for one night. Didn't recognize you through the smoke, pajama pants and a Subutio cloak. You know that it's alright if you wanna cry. Is there something on your mind? Or are you just happy to sit there and watch while the paint job dries? And when it's over, you're supposed to know. gaze on the moat. They shot it all in CinemaScope, as though it's the last time you're gonna ride.
You showed me my tomorrow beside a box of matches, a welcome threatening stuff. My hopes of being stolen might just ring true, depends who you prefer. Didn't heal as fast. I hear your voice in silences. Will the teasing of the fire be followed by the thud?
What can I say? I've known him for a long, long time, and it might overstep the line, but you just cannot get angry in the same way. No, not in the same way. So not in the same way. Oh no, oh no, no. D-A-N-G-R-O-U-S girlfriend's talking to me, but it's alright, she's saying that he's not gonna slap me or try to attack me. He's not the jealous type, and I only need to get half an excuse and I'm away. But when there's no excuses, that's much easier to say. I've been before, and all these capers make us too good for her to ignore. So she's talking, but I'm not entirely sure. Talking to me, but I don't know that is where she is, and she murmurs things to confirm that the tragedy is true. And I knew how could she not, she could have anyone she wants, and I'm struggling to think of an immediate response. Like I don't mind, be a big mistake for you to wait and have me waste your time. Really love is fine, said really love is fine. Occurred that there was something to destroy. I knew before the invitation that there was this boy, oh, but she carried on suggesting a struggle to refuse. She said it's the red wine this time, but that is no excuse. I was biting the time zone, and we embellished the banks of our bloodstreams, and threw caution to the colourful. And then we fell asleep in the car until the bumps woke me up in your grip, and the tide took me to your mouth, and then swept me back down to your palms. It's then that put me inside the reminder that yours is the only ocean that I wanna swim from. Yours is the only
of deception and subterfuge. You've made yourself quite the bed to lie in. Do your time traveling through the tanning booth, so you don't let the sun catch you crying. So predictable, I know what you're thinking. My teeth are beating and my knees are weak. It's as if there's something up with the wiring. You can poke your head behind the mountain peak. Don't have to mean that you've gone into hiding. So predictable, I know what you're thinking. I'm watching your every move. I feel the tears are coming on. It won't be long. It won't be long. Straight from the cover shoot, steal a trace of body paint on your legs and on your arms and on your face. And I'm keeping on my costume and calling it a writing tool. And if you're thinking of me, I'm probably thinking of you.
it's a riot. It's just like those fibs to pop and fizz, and you'll be forced to take that awful quiz, and you're bound to trip, and she'll detect the fiction on your lips and dig a contradiction, and the clean coming will hurt, and you can never get it spotless when there's dirt beneath the dirt. The liar takes a lot less time. I'm sure it's clear and plain to read. It's not an alibi you need just yet. Oh no, it's something for those beads of sweat. Yes, that will get you back to normal. And after you have dabbed the patch, you'll breathe, and then proceed to scratch the varnish off that newly added calmness, so as not to raise any alarms too soon. And the clean coming will hurt, and you can never get it spotless when there's dirt beneath the dirt. The liar takes a lot less time to decide on the saunter. Have you got itchy bones? And in all your time alone, can you act? Your mind is being riddled with the wrong memories. And the clean coming will hurt, and you can never get it spotless when there's dirt between the threads.
Your grandfather's guitar, thinking about how funny I must look, trying to adjust to what's been there all along. With the boat kiosk lady and her sleepy amigo, but it ain't a holiday until you go to fetch something from the car. travel size champagne, cork pops, and we're sweeping for bugs. Some dusty apartment, the what's it called cafe. You can arrive at 11 and have lunch with the English. But it ain't a holiday until they force you to make a wish. They say climb up this, jump off that, and you pretend to fall asleep on the way back.
Now you only get it in your night dress. Discarded all the naughty nights for niceness. Landed in a very common crisis. Everything's in order in a black hole. Nothing seems to pity is the past though. A Bloody Mary's like an El Tabasco. Remember when you used to be a rascal? Oh, the boys are slag. The best you ever had, the best you ever had is just a memory. And those dreams, when as daft as they seem, as daft as they seemed, my love, when you dream them up. Flicking through a little book of sex tips. Remember when the bars were all electric? Now when she told she's gonna get it, I'm guessing that she'd rather just forget it. Clinging to not getting sentimental. Said she wasn't going but she went still. Like a gentleman had to be gentle. Was it a mechadabra or a betting pencil? Oh, the boys are slag. The best you ever had, the best you ever had is just a memory. And those dreams, when as daft as they seem, as daft as they seem, my love, when you dream them overflow. Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go? Falling about, you took a left off last life lane, just sounding it out, but you're not coming back again. Falling about, you took a left off last life lane, you were just sounding it out, but you're not coming back again. You used to get it in your fishnets, now you only get it in your night dress. Just gotta blow the noise want to hear you. Kick me out, kick me out. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you. Fate tells of San Francisco echo through the air. And there's a few bored faces at a black hole wishing they weren't there. And as the microphone squeaks, the young girl's telephone beeps. Yeah, she's dashing for the exit. Oh, she's running to the streets outside. Oh, you saved me, she screams down the line. The band would fucking wank and I'm not having a nice time. I don't want to hear you.
Kick me out, kick me out.
I don't want to hear you, no.
Kick me out, kick me
Yeah,
out.
but Bird said it's amazing though. So all that's left is the proof that love's not only blind but deaf. He talks to San Francisco, he's from a hunter's bar. I don't quite know the distance, but I'm sure I asked far. Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty far. And yeah, I used to tell you all my problem. You're not from New York City, you're from Rockland. So get off the bandwagon and put down the apple. Yeah, 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 yeah. Get off the bandwagon, put down the apple. Get off the bandwagon, put down the apple.
Put your heavy metal to the test. There might be half a love song in it all for you. Timing wise, it's probably for the best. Come here and kiss me now before it gets too cute. Mr. Schwartz is staying strong for the crew. Wardrobes lint roll in your velveteen suit, and smudging dubbing on your dancing shoes. Gradually it's coming into view. It's like your little directorial debut. As fine a time as any to deduce. The fact that neither you or I has ever had a clue. But Mr. Schwartz is staying strong for the crew. Wardrobes lint roll in your velveteen suit, and smudging dubbing on your dancing shoes. And if we guess who I'm pretending to be, do we win a prize? Having attempted twice, both incorrectly, do we get a third try? The gloved hands reaching in to hit the switch. There's not one goddamn thing that you can do about it. glasses having tea with the grips, asking after all the wives and the kids. It's at the heart of what the business is.
Trampoline under his arm, shift past your whiskers, so stark is the charm. But the barking alarm waits coiled till the corner is turned, and the bicycle wheels all struggle to move round in your muddy mind. Blatantly caked on and willing to wind, no cooperative time, so he sits on the springs till the mud goes dry. Visitors came and waved their arms and cast the shadow of a snake pit on the wall. All the pretty visitors came and waved their arms and cast the shadow of a snake pit on the wall. What came first, the chicken or the dickhead? Split sleep reaps rewards from ill-fitting thoughts, and twilight forced you to go on a walk. Your legs start running and your leg gets caught. Canopy 19 is perfectly placed for the reasonably frightening. Fall from the aftertaste, you'll have to slip away. I'm unhappy to say, behold as the crook in that hammock plays. All the pretty visitors came and waved their arms and cast the shadow of a snake on the wall. All the pretty visitors came and waved their arms and cast the shadow of a snake pit on the Get on your dancing shoes. There's one thing on your mind. Hoping they're looking for you. Sure you'll be rummaging through. Oh, and the shit shock horror. You've seen your future bride. Yeah, but it's so absurd for you to say the first word. So you're waiting and waiting and the only reason that you came, so what you're scared for? Well, don't you always do the same? It's what you're there for, don't you know the lights are flashing down in just do the same as they all do and hope for the best. The only reason that you came, so what are you scared for? Why don't you always do the same? It's what you're there for, but no! You sexy little swine, hoping they're looking for you. Sure you'll be rummaging through. And I said the shit shock horror. You've seen your future bride, yeah. Yeah, but it's all so absurd for you to say the first word, so you're waiting and waiting. I've seen your eyes, I'm so fixed on me. What is he doing? What on earth's the plan? Has he got one? You better give me some pointers, since you are the big rocket launcher and I'm just the shotgun. I am got notes, all the signs in my eyes that might be a surprise, but it's true. So I'm not like you and I don't want your advice or your praise or to move in the way as you do, and I never will. Cause all you people are vampires, and all your stories are stale. And though you pretend to stand by us, I know you're certain we'll fail. Well, I've seen your eyes as they fix on me, full of confusion. Your snarl is just so condescending. Try to explain that we're on to a win. If the fee we got in here includes what we're spending, he said, I can't believe that you drove all that way. Well, how much did they pay ya? How much did they pay ya? You'd have been better to stay round our way, thinking about things but not actually doing the things. Cause all you people are vampires, and all your stories are stale. And though you pretend to stand by us, I know you're certain we'll fail. Cause all you people are vampires, and all your stories are stale. I know you pretend to stand by us, I know you're certain we'll fail.
budget of the executive branch. Having some fun with the warm-up act. If that's what it takes to say goodnight, then that's what it takes. Four-figure sum on a hotel notepad. Revelation or your money back. That's what it takes to say goodnight. Sometimes I wrap my head around it all, and it makes perfect sense. Keep reminding me that it ain't a race. When my invincible streak turns on to the final straight, that's what it takes to say goodnight. And that's what it takes. Supposed to manage my infallible beliefs while I'm sucking it to you, performing in Spanish on Italian TV. Sometime in the future, whilst wondering if your mother still ever thinks of me. Hallelujah. Blank canvases lent against gallery walls, flowing towards sculptures of anything goes on the marble stairs. Is that vague sense of longing kinda trying to cause a scene? Guess I'm talking to you now, puncturing your bubble of relatability with your horrible new sound. Baby, those mixed messages ain't what they used to be. When you said them out loud, blank canvases lent against gallery walls, flowing towards sculptures of anything goes on the marble stairs leading to almost wherever you want them to. game cartridge for City Life 09 is pretty tricky to come by. Village coffee mornings with not long since retired spies. Now that's my idea of a good time. Flash that angle, grind a smile, gasp and roll your eyes and help me to get untied from the chandelier and twizzling round an umbrella. I'll engage you.
Fools on parade, cavort and carry on for waiting eyes that you would rather be beside than in front of. But she's never been the kind to be hollowed by the steps.
She swam out of tonight's phantasm, grabbed my hand and made it very clear there's absolutely no
elaborate for a waking thought. Vortex to vortex, the business they call show hasn't ever been this pumped up before. Hello, gruesome. There's just enough time left to swing by and readdress the start. If you call and have them pull around the car and stop specializing in stories from the road. Chapter reaches its end and leaves us in a thoughtful little daze. This electric warrior's motorcade shall burn no more rubber down that boulevard. Read the message I left on the thank you card, overtaking the tractor, waiting for sets of winds and bends to level out again. Picking a moment along a country lane, the kind where the harmonies feel right at home. Hello, you. Still dragging out a long goodbye. That's quite a number to sing. Spotlit, getting lowered in. Can you co-direct and play the twins? And adapt the main theme for mandolins? I've conjured up wonderful things. The ballad of what could have been, over and out. It's been a thrill. I had big ideas, the band was so excited, the kind you'd rather not share over the phone. But now the orchestra's got us all 'em out of their seats, waving their arms and stomping their feet. Some just hysterical scenes, the ballad of what could have been. Over and out, really it's been a thrill. I had big ideas, the band was so excited, the kind you'd rather not share over the phone. But now the orchestra's got us all surrounded, and I cannot for the life of me remember how they go. I've been given good reason to believe I ain't quite where I think I am, but it's always worth half a blast. You know the face, but you can't see past the disco strobes and the stumbling blocks. Wait, there's the other island now. Formation displays of affection fly over. Eyes roll back and I can see both islands now. It's the intermission. Let's shake a few hands. Blank expressions invite me to suspect I ain't quite where I think I am. Stackable party guests to fill the awkward silences. The disco strobes and the stumbling blocks. Wait, there's the other island now. Formation displays of affection fly over. Eyes roll back and I can see both islands now. From my vantage point, the spare set of tingles will raise up your spine if I get it looks like the Riviera is coming into land. Early predictions would seem to suggest I ain't quite where I think I am. For saw you in the battleship, but it was only a look-alike. She was nothing but a vision trick. Under the warning light, she was close, close enough to be your ghost. But my chances turned to toast when I asked her if I could call her your name. I thought I saw you in the rusty hook, huddled up in a wicker chair. I wandered over for a closer look and kissed whoever was sitting there. She was close and she held me very tightly, till I asked awfully politely, please, can I call you her name? And I elongated my lift home. Yeah, I let him go the long way round. I smelt your scent on the seatbelt and kept my shortcuts to myself. I thought I saw you in the parrot's beak, messing with the smoke alarm. It was too loud for me to hear her speak, and she had a broken arm. It was close, so close that the walls were wet, and she wrote it out in letter sets. No, you can't call me her name. Tell me, where's your hiding place? I'm worried I'll forget your face, and I've asked everyone. I'm beginning to think I imagined you all along. I elongated my lift home. Yeah, I let him go the long way round. I smelt your scent on the seatbelt and kept my shortcuts to myself. I saw your sister in the Cornerstone, on the phone to the middleman. When I saw that she was on her own, I thought she might understand. She was close, well you couldn't get much closer. She said I'm really not supposed to, but yes, you can call me anything you want. I'm going back to 5:05. If it's a 7-hour flight or a 45-minute drive, in my imagination you're waiting, lying on your side, with your hands between your thighs. Stop and wait a sec. When you look at me like that, my darling, what did you expect? I'd probably still adore you with your hands around my neck, or I did last time I checked. Not shy of a spark,
Running off over next door's garden before the hour is done. It's more a question of feeling than it is a question of fun. The confidence is the balaclava, I'm sure you'll baffle them good. With the ending reek of salty cheeks and runny makeup alone. Or will blood run down the face of a boy bewildered and scorned. When you find yourself in a skirmish, will you wish you'd never been born? You tie yourself to the tracks and there isn't no going back. And it's wrong, 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 but we'll do it anyway 'cause we'll have a bit of trouble. From a burning building or throwing her to the sharks. Can only hope that the ending is as pleasurable as the start. The confidence is the balaclava, I'm sure you're baffled and straight. And it's wrong, 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 she can hardly wait. That's right, he won't let her out his sight. Now the shaggers perform and the daggers are drawn. Who's the crooks in this crime? That's right, he won't let her out his sight. Now the shaggers perform and the daggers are drawn. Who's the crooks in this crime? Keep on the balaclava. This house is a circus berserk.
first, a parallel universe perhaps could be the perfect scene. He's nearing the brink, but he thinks first, a parallel universe perhaps could be the perfect scene. He's nearing the brink, but he thinks first, a parallel universe perhaps could be the perfect scene. He's nearing the brink, but he thinks first, a parallel. I think you should know you're his favorite worst nightmare. Well, I'm sure you could have made too easy to believe that true romance can't be achieved these days. And even if somehow they could have shown you the place you wanted, well, I'm sure you could have made it that bit better on your own. You're the only ones who know. Well, the morning was complete when there was tears on the steering wheel, dripping on the seat. In several hours or several weeks, I'd have the cheek to say they're equally as bleak. It's the beginning of the end. The car went up the hill and disappeared around the bend. Ask anyone, they'll tell you that it's these times that it tends to start to breaking off, to start to fall apart. Hold on to your heart. Do me a favor and break my nose. Do me a favor and tell me to go away. Or do me a favor and stop asking questions. She walked away while her shoes were untied and the eyes were all red. You could see that we'd cried, and I watched and I waited till she was inside, forcing a smile and waving goodbye. Curiosity becomes a heavy load, too heavy to hold, too heavy to hold. Curiosity becomes a heavy load, too heavy to hold, will force you to be cold.
Said you're mistaken if you're thinking that I haven't been called cold before. As you bit into your strawberry lace, then offered me your attention in the form of a gobstopper. It's all you had left and it was going to waste. Your pastimes consisted of the strange and twisted and deranged, and I loved that little game you had called Crying Lightning, and how you like to aggravate the ice cream man on rainy afternoons. The next time that I caught my own reflection, it was on its way to meet you, thinking of excuses to postpone. You never looked like yourself from the side, but your profile could not hide the fact you knew I was approaching your throne. With folded arms you occupied the bench like toothache, stood and puffed your chest out like you'd never lost a war. I know I tried so not to suffer the indignity of reaction. There was no cracks to grasp or gaps to claw, and your pastimes consisted of the strange and twisted and deranged, and I hate that little game you had called Crying Lightning, and how you like to aggravate the icky man on rainy afternoons. Uninvited, but not half as impossible as everyone assumes you are. Crying lightning. Your pastimes consisted of the strange and twisted and deranged, and I ate that little game you had called Crying Lightning.